and we have started with this numerical. So we have to analyze this beam using flexibility method. Okay. So we have completed 2 or 3 steps. So again, we will quickly revise and we will end up this numerical. Now in today's session, 2 sessions. In first session, we will complete this first numerical. Okay. In second session, we will complete another second numerical on the beam. Means today we will complete about the beam numerical, and in next one session, we will take the numerical on the frame, so that we will complete our unit number 3. Now we know that flexibility method, in flexibility method for the beams, step number 1 is to get the DSI, and in case of beam, DSI is given by R minus 3. So here the total reactions are 5, so 5 minus 3, so DSI is 2. The next, so we have to select the redundant reaction. Now in case of beam, we have to select the redundant reaction. In case of beam and frame, so DSI will be DSI external, so as per our syllabus, and that DSI, if DSI is DSI external, then we have to select the redundant reaction. Now here, as we are having the DSI 2, so we have to select two redundant forces, that will be Q1 and Q2, and we have to number it, or we have to assign the coordinates. So how to assign the coordinates? So first we have considered first redundant force as RC. Okay, so that's why first ordinate it will be for C, and second ordinate it will be for B. So that, and the same sequence you have to maintain. For C it will be first, and for B it will be second. Now next step is that we have to remove that selected redundant forces to get the release structure, or we can say determinate structure. And this particular diagram, it is the Young diagram. So removing the redundant reaction RC and RB, the structure we get, that is the determinate structure, and the diagram is called as the Young diagram. So to drawing the Young diagram, it will have the some weightage. And next we have to remove the loading, and we have to apply the unit load at respective redundant reactions. Means if you apply Q1 is equal to 1, that will be M1 diagram. If you apply Q2 is equal to 1, that will be M2 diagram. Now we have started with the displacement analysis. Now here, so we have to divide that beam in number of zones, or we can say this zone is nothing but the segment or the portion. Okay, then starting point of the zone we have to write, then M, M1, M2. Okay, so that capital M is nothing but the bending moment. So this M, it is standing for the bending moment at a distance x. Okay, M, capital M, small m1, m2. So these three parameters are nothing but the bending moment, bending moment at a distance x. You can write, you can note it down, bending moment. What is M? It is bending moment at a distance x from the origin. Capital M, M1, M2 dash, it is bending moment at a distance x from origin, from origin in respective diagram. कुठे घ्यायचं the section in respective diagram. If we want M, if we want capital M, so take the section in M diagram. Where to take the section? In between BC. Okay, and that x distance, it will be from the origin C. So again we will quickly revise. So how this term minus 5x square minus 60x plus 3 and minus 120x 360. So these three bending moment we have discussed in the last lecture. So again we will quickly revise. So remember this, what we want capital M. Okay, so for this M bending moment, we have to refer the M diagram. So go back to the M diagram. So this is our M diagram. Okay, so how many zones are there? There are 3 zones. So first, this is BC's first zone, this is D point, this is second zone DB, and AD will be third zone. So I will tell for one portion or first zone DC. Okay, so for this BC segment or BC zone, we want the capital M. So what is the origin? C point is the origin. So take the section in between BC, and the horizontal distance x, it will be from the origin. It will be from the origin. So always remember the origin point. C is the origin. Okay. Now, if you consider the right portion, so bending moment of this UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter, about this section line, it will be clockwise. And as per our sign convention, sagging we are considering positive. So that's why right portion clockwise will be minus. So moment of this UDL about the section line, it will be minus. Movement is clockwise, that's why minus 10 into x, and it will act at a distance of x by 2. So if you simplify further, what we get, minus 5 x square. Okay, so this is the yum for BC segment or BC zone, we can say. So that we have discussed. Now the next point we will discuss, that is for yum1. So we have completed yum table. Now next is yum1. Now for yum1, yum1 is nothing but the bending moment. So we have to write down the bending moment equation. See, so this bending moment equation in a respective zone. Okay, in respective zone, or we can say in respective segment we want. Now tell me, so as we want the yum1, so which diagram we have to refer? Which diagram we have to refer? Which diagram we have to refer? Capital M or M1 or M2? Yes. So for these bending moment, which diagram you have to refer? Yes. These bending moment you will get from which diagram? Capital M, M1 or M2? Sanga?
M1.
M1 diagram. Yes. So go back to the M1 and remember here, इकडे लक्ष द्या, आता झोन किती आहेत? BC झोन आहे, DB झोन आहे आणि AD झोन आहे. Okay. So for each and every zone, we want the M1. And the origin point is the C, B, and D. So again, go back to the M1 diagram. So if you go to the M1 diagram, so this is our M1 diagram. Okay. This point is the M1 diagram. Now, so in between, this is the point T. This is 3 meter, this is 3 meter, and this is 6 meter. Okay. Now, first zone is what? BC zone. Origin is what? C point is the origin. And what we want? We want M1 bending moment equation. Now, so what we have to consider, what is the standard procedure? Take the section in between zone. Zone काय है? BC zone है. Take the section. So this is the section XX. So the horizontal distance x, it is the distance from section line to the origin. What is the origin? C point is the origin. This is the origin point for BC zone. Okay. Now, if you consider this right portion, so what is the bending moment? For the right portion, bending moment of this Q1 about this section XX. Okay. So this is the force Q1, that is 1 kilonewton. So moment of this force about the section line XX. काय असेल सांगा? Movement of this Q1 about this section line. Anti-clockwise, right portion is there, anti-clockwise movement, that's why positive. What is movement? Force into perpendicular distance. So this is the force. What is force? 1 kilonewton. Anti-clockwise आहे, right portion आहे, त्यामुळे plus. Force is 1 kilonewton into. What is perpendicular distance to the load to the section line? That distance is the x. So plus 1 into x. So we can say plus x. Plus x, it is the M1 bending moment equation. And if you refer the table, and in that table for M1, see, for that table for M1, bending moment is x. Okay, so how that is x? Take the section line in between the zone BC and take the distance x from the origin C. Right portion anti-clockwise positive, 1 into x, x. Okay. Now next is what? DB and AD zone. So again go back to the M1 diagram. So this is our M1 diagram. So for this M1 diagram, next zone is DB zone. So for this DB zone, origin is what? B point. And the section line will be there. And this distance is 3 meter. This distance is 3 meter. Okay. Now tell me, for DB zone, B point is the origin. Okay. B point is the origin. Now tell me, where to take the section line? Section line कुठे घ्यायची सांगा? Where to take the section line? Yes. कोणत्या दोन पॉइंट मध्ये सेक्शन लाईन घ्यायची सांगा? And the zone is DB.
Sir, D आणि B point.
Yes, yes, very good. So take the section line in between DB. Correct. This is done. Now, what is that x distance? So that x distance, it is the distance from the origin. So x distance, it is the distance between this section line to the origin. Origin काय आहे? B point आहे origin. So this is x distance. and this is the section line. So we want bending moment about this section. Okay. Now, so BC span it is given as 6 meter. BC span it is given as 6 meter. Now we have to consider this right portion to calculate the moment. Now tell me, now see the right portion which I have highlighted one, and see the force into perpendicular distance. Now tell me what is m1. कोण सांगेल बघा, विचार करा. So this is x distance, this is 6 meter, here it is the force, this is q1, that is 1, and the moment of this q1 about the section line, it will be anti-clockwise, moment will be anti-clockwise, that's why plus. Now tell me what is the moment. Moment का असेल सांगा.
1 into x plus 6.
Very good. 1 into x plus 6. See, this is the force, that will be 1. What is the perpendicular distance? This force to the section line, this total distance, it is the perpendicular distance, and that distance is x plus 6. So 1 into bracket x plus 6. Anti-clockwise, that's why positive, means x plus 6, it is the m1 for dB zone. And if you refer the table, yes, this is x plus 6. So that's why it is x plus 6. Similarly, for AD zone, so for AD zone, D is the origin and we want M1. Same procedure, go back to the M1 diagram. If you want M1, refer the M1 diagram. If you want M2, refer the M2 diagram. If you want M, refer the M diagram. Now this is D. Okay, this is 3 meter, this is 3 meter. Now tell me where to take the section line. आता सांगा. सेक्शन लाईन कुठं असेल? सतीश, शिवकांत सांगा, सेक्शन लाईन कुठं असेल, कोणत्या 2 पॉइंट मध्ये असेल? सेक्शन लाईन विल बी देअर इन बिटवीन पॉइंट. फर्स्ट पॉइंट का असेल? AD. First will be A, second will be D. So in between AD section line will be there. Very good. Now tell me, where is that distance x? Radhesham, where is that distance x we have to consider? Horizontal distance x.
From x to D.
Yes, means section line to the origin D. This distance is now x distance. Okay. Now, so for the remaining right portion, this is the right portion under consideration. We want the bending moment equation m1, that is equal to force into perpendicular distance. What is force? So again, there is only one force, q1. So q1 into this perpendicular distance. Now tell me, what will be the bending moment equation? This total distance. This is 6 meter. Yes, कोण सांगेल? अभि सांग, अभि जाधव. Bending moment. What will be the bending moment equation for AD zone then? Yes, Radhesham.
1 into x plus 3 plus 6.
Very good.
1 into x plus 3 plus 6.
Very good. 1
Sir?
1 into x plus 3 plus 6. So if you simplify, what we get? X plus 9. Clear? X plus 9. Very good. X plus
Sir?
x plus 9. 1 into this total distance. X plus 3 plus 6. X plus 9. Okay. So m1 for AD, it will be x plus 9. See here, x plus 9. X plus 3 plus 6.
Sir?
Yes.
सर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज अगर हो रहा है तो पॉजिटिव क्यों ले रहे हैं वहां पे?
As our sign convention is sagging positive. What is sagging positive? Means if we consider, okay, this is our positive. Okay, this sign convention we are considering the positive. This is left portion, this is right portion or right section. So for left section under consideration, clockwise positive रहेगा, and for the right portion anti-clockwise positive रहेगा. Why? Because sagging, this sagging we are considering positive, and hogging we are considering negative. Hogging negative matlab for right portion, this is the right portion, clockwise will be minus. So you can take opposite sign convention also, but here I have considered sagging positive. Sagging positive matlab right portion, because you are considering this section, na? We are considering this right portion. right portion. So for right portion, anti-clockwise positive. Clear? If you consider this left portion, okay, if you consider the left portion, if the beam is mirror image of this, suppose this is fixed support and these are the roller support. In that case, if you are considering the left portion, this is the section line. If you are considering the left portion, in that case, clockwise will be positive. Clockwise will be positive. Clockwise will be positive. Clear? So this is for M1 bending moment equation. Now next it is for M2. So for M2, again we have to refer the M2 diagram. So this is M2 diagram. And same funda we have to apply. Now this is somewhere D, this is 3 meter, this is 3 meter, this is 6 meter. Now in single step we will find out all the bending moment for BC, DB and AD. Now tell me, for BC, section line will be there in between BC. This is the section line. Origin will be point C. And this is the horizontal distance. Okay. Now for the right portion under consideration, if there is any load आहे का बघा? For the right portion, no load is there. So that's why for BC zone, for BC zone, M2 will be 0. M2 will be 0. Clear? Next is what? See, this is the right portion. No load is there. So that's why it will be 0. Next, DB. Next will be DB. This is 3 meter. This is 3 meter. This is 6 meter. So for DB, B is the origin. This is the section line. This is X. And this is the origin. So what we want? We want the bending moment at a section line considering the right portion. This is the right portion and this is the load at point B, and movement will be anti-clockwise. Right portion is there, movement is anti-clockwise, that's why positive. This force into perpendicular distance. Force is 1, perpendicular distance is x. So 1 into x, that will be x. And for BC it will be 0. Okay, means for first zone it will be 0, for second zone it will be x. Now next it will be for DA or AD. This is 3 meter, this is 3 meter. Section line in between AD and the horizontal distance x, it will be from the origin. This is the origin. This is the origin. Okay. Now right portion under consideration. Now tell me, what is the moment about section line due to the load of Q2? बताओ. कौन बताएगा? M2 for AD. Force into perpendicular distance. Yes. कौन बताएगा? This is the force and this is the perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance. Anti-clockwise, that's why plus. Yes.
1 into x plus 3.
Very good. 1 into x plus 3. So we can say plus x plus 3. Okay. Means for BC zone, M2 is 0. For BD zone, it will be x. And for AD, it will be x plus 3. Means 0x and x plus 3. If you see the table, yes, 0x, x plus 3. So these are the bending moment equation. So in this table, what is important? Writing the bending moment equation is very, very important. Okay. So once you're done with this, writing the bending moment equation. Now next, it is for the actual calculations. Now this is the mathematical part. And this mathematical part we have to perform on the calci. Okay, सगळं calci वरती करायचं आहे. जास्त काही डोकं लावायची गरज नाही. Now we know that this total flexibility method, it depends on the compatibility equation. This total flexibility or stiffness method, matrix methods, it depends on the equations. In flexibility method, we are having compatibility equation, whereas in stiffness method, we are having equation due to the superposition. So here in flexibility, so this is the equation. So what we are interested in, dq is equal to dql plus f into q. Okay. Now this dq, it is the displacement or the settlement given in the numerical. Now here, so no any displacement is given. So it is the column matrix of order n by 1, where n is the DSI. In our numerical, DSI value is 2. Okay, DSI value is 2. So it will have 2 elements like this. So the order will be 2 into 1. is equal to. Now again, so this DQL matrix, it will have the two elements as it is the column matrix DQL1, DQL2 plus flexibility matrix. It is always a square matrix of order n by n. N is what? 2. 2 by 2 matrix, square matrix. So it will have 4 element F11, F12, F21 and F22. Okay. This is the matrix format. Into what is Q? So Q is nothing but the redundant reaction that we want. Means that will be Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2 means if you simplify this matrix equation, you will get two equations, two unknown. Two equations, two unknown. So that you can solve easily. Now tell me how many elements you have to find out? We have to find out DQL1, DQL2, F11, F12, F21 and F22. Means somehow we have to find out 6 element. But we know that for properties of square matrix from the reciprocal theorem, F12 is equal to F21. Means what? If the element is there, Fij, it is equal to AJI. Means here indirect flexibility coefficients are equal. Same means here only one value we have to find out. So how to find out? So first we will discuss for this DQL. Okay. Then we will discuss for flexibility. So first, so as we have discussed DQ, no any displacement. That's why null matrix. Next, it is for the DQL matrix. So for this DQL matrix, what we have to perform? I will tell the formula first. So this DQL, it will having two elements. First element will be DQL1 and the formula is, now this is the definite integration, and that integration we have to perform on our calci very easily. The formula is summation integration from 0 to L. That's why we have divided zone in number of limits. Summation 0 to L, capital M into small m1 divided by EI with respect to dx. This is the formula. This is the formula. Means what you have to perform? This is the summation. We know that our table, it is having 3 zones. Okay, BC, DB and AD. 3 zone आहेत. So m element of that zone into m1 element of that zone, m into m1. Perform the integration 0 to L plus again m into m1. Perform the integration 0 to L of that particular zone plus m into m1 of third zone. Okay. So this is the summation. This is the summation. Means what? If you refer the table, what actually you have to perform? Now here you will get the idea. So this m into m1 means minus 5x square into x integration. So for this BC zone, what is the integration? 0 to 6. So integration 0 to 6 m into m1 with respect to x, of course, plus this is for first zone. This is the summation we have to consider. We have to make the summation. ये हो गया first zone का. Plus for next second zone DB, what is the limit? 0 to 3 plus integration 0 to 3. What we have to do? M into m1. So this value into this value, perform the integration plus third zone integration again 0 to 3, 0 to 3. So this m into m1. So this term into this term, perform the integration on the calci, you will get the answer. So that's why this is summation. Summation means what? This m into m1 integration from 0 to 6 plus m into m1 integration from 0 to 3 plus this m into m1 integration from 0 to 3. So means for DQL1, we have to consider summation of multiplication of m into m1. Now tell me for second element DQL2, which two terms we have to consider? DQL1 साठी m into m1 असेल तर DQL2 साठी काय असेल मग? Yes.
M into M2.
Yes, capital M into small m2. Correct. Means for DQL2, this term into m2 plus integration of this term into this term, perform the integration, plus yum into yum2. So same funda we have to apply and perform the integration. So likewise, so this is for DQL1. See here, this is for BC zone plus DB zone plus AD zone. Means this will be yum, this will be yum1, this will be yum, this will be yum1, here it will be yum, here it will be yum1. So that's why it is summation, integration, yum into yum1 within the limit we know. So you have to just put this all the values in the calci, you will get the answer. हे calculation करत बसायचं नाही तुम्ही. Just simplify this equation. What we have to do is we have to simplify this equation, put on the calci, you will get the answer. And the answer for this is minus 25110 divided by EI, because in formula there is divided by EI term. Clear? So if your calci is ES plus, then you can put as all the equation as it is, if it is advanced one. Okay. Or else if you are having MS 991, so simplify this equation in single equation like this, then perform the integration. Simplify this, perform the integration like this. And how to get this equation? So on my YouTube channel, there is one video, how to perform the definite integration on the calci. So you can refer that. तरी काही problem असेल, you can call me. Okay. So this is first element DQL1, and the answer is minus 25110 divided by EI. Similarly, for second element DQL2, and the formula is, now see, yum into yum2. So here, now tell me why we have considered only two zones, DB and AD. I will see you the table. What is the question? Listen carefully. तर दोनच झोन का घेतले आहेत सांगा मला. DB घेतलाय आणि AD घेतलाय. I will show you the table now. This is the table. हा. For DQL2. दोनच झोन का घेतलेत सांगा. DB घेतलाय आणि AD घेतलाय. BC का घेतला नाही? कोण सांगेल? DQL2. And the formula for DQL2 is integration summation yum into yum2. हाँ बताओ.
Because M2 is 0.
Yes, yum2 is 0. So this ultimately this yum into yum2 0. So total term will be 0. So we have to neglect. So only consider this term into this term plus this into this. That is for DQL2. Correct. So for DQL2, if you simplify with the same funda, we get the value of DQL2. Okay, this is for DQL matrix. This is for the DQL matrix, two elements in a column matrix. Now next, it is the flexibility matrix. So for flexibility matrix, we know it is having four different elements, F11, F21, F21, F22. And these two are same. Means we have to find out the three elements only, 11, 12, and 22. And the formula is summation. Summation will be there. Summation for the all the zones. Summation integration yum into yum1, or we can say yum1 square divided by EI. Okay, 1 is there. Okay, means yum1 into yum1. 1 2 is there. Integration yum1 into yum2. समजते का बघा. 2 2 is there. So integration yum2 into yum2 means you can say yum2 square. Okay. So if you go back to the table, so what we can conclude, F11. So for F11, so yum1 into yum1 means that will be x square integration 0 to 6 plus x plus 6 square integration 0 to 3 plus x plus 9 square integration 0 to 3. Then F12, this into this will be 0 plus this into this integration 0 to 3. Then this into this integration 0 to 3. And for F22, this will be 0 x square integration 0 to 3 plus x plus 3 square integration 0 to 3. Okay. Means for flexibility matrix, initially for F11, m1 into m1, x into x square, x plus 6 into x plus 6 bracket square, x plus 9 into x plus 9 bracket square. So perform this, you will get the answer. Simplify or put all this equation on the calci ES plus, you will get the answer as 576 by EI. Okay. Next, F12. So for F12, or we can say F21, m1 into m2. Okay. m1 into m2, m1 into m2. So first m2 is 0 for BC zone. So that's why it is neglected. Simplify, you will get the answer. Next, it is for the F22, means m2 square. For BC zone, it will be 0. Then for BD zone, and this is for AD zone. Then you will get the answer on the calci. हे सगळं calci वरती करायचं आहे. Okay. Then put the values. So if you put the values for DQL matrix and flexibility matrix. Now, so we have to simplify this. How to simplify? So this term, this column matrix, these are having two minus term. So 1 by I can be neglected. Okay. From the calculation. These two terms, these are minus. If you consider this term on the right hand side, it will become plus. These two will be plus if you take this term on the left hand side. Then next, this is 2 by 2 matrix and this is 2 by 1 matrix. So first row multiply with first column. Second row multiply with first column. So the equation will be 576 into Q1 plus 175.5 into Q2. Okay. So matrix multiplication rule, first row, first column. Same we have to apply. And what we get, these two simultaneous equation we will get. This will be 576 Q1, first row, first column. Then this term into Q2 is equal to, now this is minus. Okay. If you take this on the other side, it will be plus. Equation number 1. Then this column multiply with this row, you will get second equation. So these two equations we are having, two equations, two unknown, simultaneous equation. So perform this calculation on the calci, you will get the value of Q1 and Q2. So these are the Q1 and Q2. Now tell me, what value of Q1 you have considered? So we have got the Q1 and Q2, means which value we have got in the numerical. आपल्याला कोणत्या व्हॅल्यू भेटल्या after applying this flexibility method. And this was the beam, fixed support, roller support, roller support. This is A, this is RB, this is RC. Means after applying the compatibility equation of flexibility method, you have got the two values. What is Q1? RC is the Q1, means this is 22.89 reaction at C. Then here at B, 67.96 reaction at B. Okay. So basically, initially there were 5 reactions. Out of 5, we have selected 2 reactions for the flexibility analysis. And once you get the 2 reactions, RC and RB, now remaining reaction at support A will be vertical reaction at A, unknown movement at A. So as no any horizontal load is present at beam, so HA will be 0. HA directly you can conclude as 0. Now these two reactions we have to find out. This will be RA and movement. Now tell me how to get these two reactions. And of course there is a loading. Loading is there on a beam. Yes. Means using the flexibility method, we have got two reactions. These two reactions. आता मला सांगा राहिलेल्या 2 रिएक्शन कसं फाइंड आउट करणार? कोण सांगेल? हा झालं.
Equilibrium equations.
Very good. Very good. Means apply summation Fy equal to 0. You will get RA. Apply summation of moment at point A equal to 0. You will get MA. That's it. म्हणजे काय होतं, अगोदर 5 रिएक्शन होत्या, आपण डायरेक्टली सॉल्व करत नव्हतो. बरोबर आहे, बिकॉज रिएक्शन्स आर मोर दॅन 3. So we have applied the flexibility method and found out 2 additional reactions. Now reactions are less than 3. So that 2 reactions can easily found out by equations of statics. That's it. Okay. So perform these 2 equations to get RA and MA. So what is the task? Apply the static equation summation Fy equal to 0 and summation of moment at point A equal to 0 and find out the reaction at A. Okay. That is the task. That is the homework. And once you get the reaction, draw the superimposed BMD. Once you get the reaction, draw the SFD first, then draw the superimposed BMD. So for superimposed BMD, so this moment you will get by applying summation of moment at point A equal to 0. Now, to get the support moment at B, consider AB beam separately. Consider AB beam or AB part separately and apply moment at B as an unknown MB, and then make summation of moment at point B equal to 0. You will get MB. That will be equal and opposite moment at B, and at C moment will be 0. Okay. So what is the homework for next 1 hour? Find out the reaction at A, RA and MA. So we will discuss how to get the superimposed BMD and how to draw it in the next session. So for time being, the homework will be get the reaction at A. Okay. Thank you. I will share the PPT also. Thank you.